Millwall, the club with one of the most feared reputations in English football. But why are Millwall considered England's most violent team? It goes back to the 70s and 80s when their hooligan firm, the Bushwhackers, gained national notoriety. Major riots like the infamous 1985 Luton clash and fierce rivalries with clubs like West Ham cemented their fearsome brand. The media ran with it and the fans leaned into it with the chant, "No one likes us, we don't care." But now, it's a new era. We're taking Millwall from the shadows of their past to the heights of English and European football. Let's rebuild the Lions. So here is our starting 11 with Millwall. I've actually used live start points and we are here at the start of season number 2. Leicester, Ipswich, they've been relegated. So has Southampton. And Bristol City joined Burnley and Leeds, promoted to the Premier League. So yeah, we're here. 1st of July, 2025. Let's act accordingly. Let's rebuild England's most violent club, Millwall. And look, from the jump, there are some positions where we need to absolutely have a focus on. The right back position is probably priority number 1. And that's where our first signing comes in. Serbian defender Kosta Nedeljkovic is joining us from Aston Villa. The Serbian youngster signs on for 2.7 mil. But early on, I think there are a lot of older players that I think we need to put a focus on cashing in on right now. Example A, Duncan Watmore. The 31-year-old heading to Sheffield United for 1.2 mil. George Honeyman heading to FC Nantes. Didn't want to necessarily sell Fleming, but in real life, he's made a permanent move to Burnley, so it only makes sense that we sell him permanently to a Premier League club in Fulham. Alfie Devine has been getting loan after loan during his time at Tottenham. It's time for him to come to a club and make a name for himself. He's moving from North London to South London, coming to the Den. The young Englishman looking to kick on in his career, 3.8 mil to bring him in. The midfield work does not stop there though. Welcome American Paxton Aronson from Eintracht Frankfurt. Mihajlo Ivanovic looks like a decent striker, sending him off on loan for the year, but we're sending Casper De Noor off permanently. There is still so much work I want to get done here in the opening window. Frenchman Tristan Kramer heading off on loan. And my plan when it comes to replacing Duncan Watmore for this season, we have 2 decent right midfielders. I've decided to move Femi Aziz to a left midfielder, converted his position. He gets the starting left midfield role this year, whilst Algerian Nelly is going to get the right mid spot. Murray Wallace heading to Coventry permanently. Probably need to bring back the don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player intro like the good old days. If you know, you know. Adam Mayer heading to my team, FC Cincinnati here in the MLS. And Amaku, a 2-year loan to the French league. Still got like 4 or 5 players I want to permanently sell though, and a couple more signings I want to make. That all starts George Saville going to Coventry. Macaulay Langstaff heading off to Brondby. And when it came to the left back role, I was conflicted. I wanted to give potentially McNamara the starting spot, sell Joe Bryan, but I've elected to sell McNamara, keep Bryan as a backup, and go in for a new starting left back, which is why we have sold Danny McNamara to FC Lorient for 1.5 mil. Here we go, fellas. Got ourselves the left back. It is an Englishman coming back to the English footballing pyramid, Dujon Sterling. I think he's the perfect type of signing in a promotion hopeful campaign. 4.4 mil from Rangers. Our final departure has gone through. Jamaican centre back Wes Harding heading to Swansea. I can't lie, lads, the temptation was definitely there to just absolutely nuke this entire squad, replace the entire starting 11 in season number 1, but we've held strong. We've got some work and some money still to do in January, but let's see how this Millwall side hosts us for the first half of the season. If we can get to January 1 and find ourselves in the promotion picture again, I'm going to be very happy. Okay, this is good. This is what I was after. We are sitting 3rd in the championship right now, 1 point out of the automatic spots. I want to leapfrog Leicester. I want us to get to the top of the championship and get automatic promotion to the Premier League. Billy Mitchell's having a good season, but it still doesn't hide the fact that centre mid is probably our weakest part of the park right now, so I'm spending the majority of our budget to make this not a problem anymore. We are signing Ezekiel Banzuzi from FB Stuttgart, just shy of 8 mil, so it's a hefty investment. But there is no denying the Dutchman is a massive, massive talent, and I think is going to be that next level we need to get us promoted to the Premier League. We had a phenomenal season. I mean, so often 95 points will get you promoted, but just like real life, 2 teams breaking the 100-point barrier Sheffield United and Leicester automatically go up. We're battling it out with Coventry, Norwich, and Ipswich for the final Premier League spot. Southampton drop down to 9th. Relegation zone. Wickham, Blackpool, Sheffield Wednesday go down. Man City win the FA Cup. We made it to the round of 16 where we lost to my favourite club, Fulham. Liverpool win the Carabao. Less said about our performance, the better. We are heading to Wembley Stadium, lads. We have taken down Ipswich. We come from behind. We lost the first leg 2-1, but then win the second leg 3-0 at the Den. So we're going to be versing Coventry. The final playoff spot on the line, and it goes to us. Milwall are heading to the Premier League. And you can't say we don't deserve it after getting 95 points in the regular season. Kevin Nisbet absolutely has crushed it this year. 26 goals for the Scotsman. Paxton Aronson, already up to a 78, gets himself 19 goals, 15 assists. Nelly's done well. Aziz has done half decent. Alfie Devine had the ball on a string. This team is good, but is it going to be good enough to survive Premier League relegation? We will be without Ryan Leonard and Sean Hutchinson, though both of the English defenders are retiring. Ivanovic went up to a 68 overall on his loan spell at Cologne. He's looking like a decent prospect. Mayer only up to a 65. I'm pumped though, fellas. Bring on life in the Premier League with Millwall. Look, our budget coming into the Premier League isn't insane. If we're going to stay up with this Millwall team, we're going to have to do it ugly. This is the team we enter the Premier League with. Just as it is, if we went into the season right now, I don't think we survive relegation. We're going to have to be very, very strategic here. There are players and positions where I just need guys who are going to grit their teeth for the next 2 or 3 years and help us through this transition period. Goalkeeper is absolutely one of them. You can get good value for money here. I'm going down to the Championship. I'm getting Victor Johansson from Stoke City. Cheap deal, high-rated player, experienced player. The Swede joins us for 3.4 mil. Trying to find the balance though at striker. I want to invest in somebody long-term. Nisbet was great for us last year, but I just don't see us surviving in the Premier League with a 73 rated striker. So I'm going for the Spaniard, Mark Yu, joining us from Chelsea, 13.5 mil, 76 overall, 20 years of age. It's a brisk, yeah, but it's going to be a great opportunity. I've got to put a lot of my focus just purely into the starting 11 this year. Anytime I upgrade a player, I'm probably going to sell them. Like in between the sticks, Lucas Jensen, solid last year, but we could really use that 2.7 mil. And the same thing with Kevin Nisbet, our Golden Boot winner from last year, is heading back to the Championship, linking up with Sunderland at 3.5 mil. I feel like I'm building a team of Championship All-Stars, but again, I'm just trying to get this overall up. Ben Brereton Diaz joining us from Southampton. Great left midfield option. Again, another guy that's 76 overall. We sign him for 7.5 mil. Just like I explained, we get a left midfielder in. Femi Aziz, that means you're out of here, mate. He was solid for us, but we could have almost done a straight swap. He goes to Southampton, 2.9 mil. Another year, another loan move for Mihajlo Ivanovic. The Serbian packs his bags for a year in Germany. I think we've made the most out of what was at our disposal, but we're going to have to be almost perfect if we don't want to get relegated straight back down to the Championship. Okay. All right, so we are 14th right now. We're on 21 points, but the best part about it, we are 10 points clear because Bournemouth on 11, Everton on 8, Leicester on 7, all three of those Premier League established clubs are shitting the bed. We're in a really, really good position right now, lads. 14th in the Premier League with Millwall. We are doing so well at Millwall that another club that finds themselves in relegation battles wants us to get them out of the relegation battle. I'm not doing that though, United. Maybe next time. I'm sticking with my original plan that I came into this season, and that is to sell a right midfielder, upgrade a right midfield after that. Nelly is heading to Al Nassr, 6 mil. I rejected offers from Fulham and Burnley. I don't want him staying in England. I don't want him coming back to bite us in the Premier League relegation battle. And that leaves us with just about enough money. In fact, that takes all our money to make a signing here. But we are bringing a former Millwall man back to the club, Romain Esse, joining us once again after a year and a half away from Crystal Palace. And when I tell you I spent all of my money, that wasn't a lie. I offered him just about every dollar, every pound we had left in the budget. And with that, Millwall are officially broke, but if it keeps us in the Premier League, then it's definitely worth it. We are staying up. That is massive. I'm actually pumped about that, fellas. And in our first season in the Premier League, we finished above West Ham United. That's huge for the bragging rights. We finished 13th on 42 points. Brentford go down alongside Leicester and Everton. Bournemouth escape the relegation zone. We were 11 points clear. Top of the Premier League, though, it is going to be Arsenal. They actually won a trophy. Liverpool beat Palace to win the FA Cup. We made it to the semi-final of the FA Cup this year. That would have been insane if we'd won the damn thing and we're playing European football. Arsenal beat Hull to win the Carabao Cup. Again, I just don't think the Carabao Cup is going to be our tournament. Taking a look around Europe for the first time, though, PSG win a Champions League. Okay, that's going to be the Champions League final in real life. Maybe I should throw some money on that. Tottenham win the Europa League and Wolfsburg win the Conference League. I'm very happy. Mark Gui, first year starting Premier League striker at Milwall, has laid the foundations for an incredible career at the Den. 19 goals keeping us up in the Premier League. Paxton Aronson has gone absolutely berserk, and Ben Brereton Diaz, despite his injury, has been really solid for us. Frustratingly, no growth for Ivanovic, but we do get +2 growth for Imaku, who comes back from his loan next season. The great Joe Bryan, one of my favorite cult hero Fulham players, is retiring. Joe, I know it didn't happen at Millwall, but that goal in the championship final all those years ago, that meant the world to me. Joe Bryan retiring. We thank you for your service. We have gotten shafted with the transfer budget heading into this third season. We need to get European football as quickly as possible, man. I've got to sell some lads. I've got to get our transfer budget as high as possible and make some big calls. I only want to make one signing, and I can only make one signing at this point, so I'm going all in on it. This will be an indication of where I'm heading. Jake Cooper, our captain, has been sold for 4.2 mil. I want a centre back. Aaron Connolly, the Irishman, heading to Birmingham, and Adam Mayer has been sold to the Belgian League. I mean, selling on Mark Gui would help us quite a lot. It may be something I explore in the future, but not right now. Our player departures and our preseason tournament has allowed us to get enough money to sign a decent defender, get a decent upgrade to our back line. Nathan Collins was a part of the relegated Brentford side. He doesn't want to go down to the championship, so he's heading from West London to South London, coming to the Den. Nathan Collins. We grab him from Brentford for 18 mil. By far our most quiet transfer window to date, but that's all we can do. Nathan Collins is definitely going to help us this year. We've got so many older players, though, that are in that mid-70s range that we need to get upgrades on. It's just a matter we don't have the money, man. I could sell on Aronson, I could sell on Gui and revolutionize the squad, but I don't want to. Oh, let's see what Season 3 has in store. Please don't slip into the relegation battle. We've avoided second season syndrome, finishing 12th in our second year in the Premier League with Milwall. Again, though, we're just getting stuck in that middle of the pack sort of run, and I don't feel this great sense of optimism with a lot of our squad. If we don't get money coming into next year, I genuinely might sell on some of our biggest guys to finance the next generation. Bournemouth couldn't escape the relegation zone this year, though. They go down alongside Sheffield United and Bristol. Top of the league, though, it is Chelsea this year. Pretty low-scoring Premier League season. Arsenal win the FA Cup. Back to reality there for us. And Newcastle win the Carabao Cup. Oh my god, I hate that tournament. Atletico Madrid win a Madrid Derby Champions League final. Girona, Spanish domination so far. Is that going to continue in the Conference League? No, it is not. Monaco take down Brighton. Oh, Mark Gui, he hasn't had a great year, but he's 83 overall. Ben Brereton Diaz has actually had a really good year at 29 years of age. Paxton Aronson to an 86 overall. Dude, I'm so uncertain what to do. A market value of £50 million for Mark and 78 mil for Paxton Aronson. I could get close to, I reckon, 110 mil for him and probably close to 100 for Mark Gui, if I'm being totally honest. And like, that could help us revolutionize basically the rest of our defense and the left midfield role. Oh, we're gonna have a serious conversation next year. I'm gonna let the contracts of Sheldon, Kendall, and IJ Matthews expire, though. Not really turning into great prospects at the moment. I gotta do it, lads. I've got to do it. We've entered this season with only £17 million. I've got to cash in. I've got to use the two lads of Aronson and Gui to finance the rest of the squad. It's going to hurt, but I think long term, even short term, it's going to be the right call. Strap in for one of the most insane seasons in rebuild history. He's gone, lads. He's gone. Mark Gui is out of here. We have got an absolute bag for him. But that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. The Spaniard heading to Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen, £105 million. Bro, this is insane. The amount of money we just got for Paxton Aronson, is ridiculous. The American joined Sevilla for £140 million. That now means we have 217 million. How have I already spent 23 mil this year? You know what that is? That's because I had a sell-on clause on Mark Gui. I couldn't get him in from Chelsea unless I had a sell-on clause. So Chelsea just got 20 mil for that, but we have got 217 million pounds now. And I want to use that money to get obviously a new striker, obviously a new center midfielder, also wanting a left midfielder, left back, center back, and goalkeeper. If we can get all of those positions sorted this year, we're going to be in a great spot. Priority number one, striker. We lose one American, but gain another one. Ricardo Pepi is the new man leading the line at Milwall, signing from Strasbourg in the French league for 40 mil. Brentford still stuck in the championship. I'm stealing Van der Berg from them. Sepp Van der Berg is now a Millwall player. Another guy coming from West London to South London. Millwall pick up Sepp Van der Berg, 24 mil. Oh, this window is insane. We sign another guy from Strasbourg, Habib Diarra, one of my favorite players to use in-game in FC 25 this year. I'm so excited to have him at the Den. We're not even close to done though. It's goalkeeper time, baby. Sen Lammens, the Belgian goalkeeper signing from Wolverhampton. Signing number 5, left back time. Tom Roth joins us from Lazio. We are on an absolute shopping spree, but there is one more position I want to upgrade. That is left midfield. I'm putting the rest of the budget into it. We got our man. Welcome to the Den, Kenan Yildiz, the Turkish wonder kid, now Turkish superstar, joining us. And we've spent big for him. £40 million from Juventus. Selling 2 players have got us all of these guys in. And now our team is absolutely insane compared to where we were this time last year. So many players around the same age, around the same overall, that are going to grow together and hopefully revolutionize football at Milwall. The thing I really like as well now is that our depth is back to where it was when we first took over. We have a really decent bench, really decent assets. We could move on if we need money down the line, but I'm so optimistic about what season 4 has in store. This is where we want to be. This is why I made the massive moves in the summer. We are here on the 1st of January, sitting 6th right now in the Premier League. We've got some work to do if we want to get ourselves up to the Champions League, and there is a real possibility of a fall off, but we need Millwall playing some sort of European football. Maybe not Champions League football next year, but we need some sort of European football headed into season 5. Nothing too insane here in January though, just trying to build out the depth of the squad. Ruben Colwill joining us as a backup attacking midfielder from Cardiff. Oh, we finished 5th in the Premier League. This is a great year, but to be so close to Champions League qualification, it hurts a little bit, I can't lie. But our big effort, our big risk paid off. We are heading to the Europa League with Millwall in season 5. Another Premier League title for Arsenal. Ipswich, Leicester, Burnley go down. Bournemouth win the FA Cup. Newcastle win the Carabao. Spanish domination of the Champions League continues. And Sevilla win the Europa League as well after they get Aronson from us. So their 140 mil risk paid off for them. And Newcastle United are going to have a pretty successful season outside of the Premier League, winning the Conference League. What a first year though for Ricardo Pepi. 25 goals, dynamic player potential, is going to get into the American next year. Yildiz is up to an 87. Alfie Devine to an 86. 20 goal contributions for him. I'm very happy with the direction of this squad. Like I said, it was a big risk this year. Lammers goes up to a 85. It was a big risk selling Agui and for selling Aronson, but it looks like it's paid off already. We are going to be saying goodbye to Alfie Messi and Luke Kundl. I wanted to re-sign Kundl, but he wants to leave the club. He refuses to sign a new contract, so it's time to say goodbye. We're finally in European football. We've finally got a budget that I'm actually happy with. This is the year for us to set ourselves up for a run at the Champions League next year. I'm going into season 5 with a mentality that I want to win a Champions League title in season number 6. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I am signing Connor Bradley. He spent a few years out of the English footballing pyramid, but we're bringing the Northern Irish defender back to the Premier League. Connor Bradley joining us from Napoli. I want to go ahead and make a big signing at defense at centre back though. We're going to have to sell some players off to help finance this. Dujon Sterling, been so solid, cashing in now though as he heads to Betis. Nathan Collins is heading to Manchester City. And finally, Ben Brereton Diaz is also out of the club. We have sold him to Leeds United. I'm actually fired up about this one. Our biggest defensive signing yet, and none of you guys even know that this guy exists. 86 rated German defender Jannis Koenig signing from Las Palmas. He gets his big move, we get our big name defender. I'm really happy with the development of Nadal Jokovic, but he's just not growing to the same level as the rest of the squad. I'm going to send him off on loan. The Serb is heading to Bilbao, breaking the Basque transfer policy just for a year. This is a good football side, lads. This is a good bloody football side. I can't lie. I want Banzuzi and SA to step it up a little bit. If those guys get their act together, we're gonna have an insane team. We're in the Europa League. I want top 4 in the Premier League. I would love for us to win the Europa League and get qualification. Just as long as we're playing Champions League football in season 6, I'll be a happy man. I'll also be a happy man if you hit that subscribe button down below. I mean, if you've made it this far into the video and you aren't already subscribed, what are you doing? Go give us a hand, hit that subscribe button. 1st of January, we are sitting 8th in the Premier League. I mean, it's not all doom and gloom. We're only 6 points out of the top 4, but then it gets really challenging once you look at 3rd and above. As I was saying before I accidentally moved over, 3rd and above, there is just a massive gap there. We are 11 points behind 3rd place Chelsea. Still 2 games to go in the Europa League. We are sitting 3rd there, so right now I'm honestly thinking Europa League is probably our best shot at Champions League football, which is not a super comfortable position to be in. 7th in the Premier League. We were 11 points away from Forest. Absolutely disgraceful. We need to... The 2-year plan's not looking good. We need to hope that I manifest the Europa League. We're sitting 7th. Arsenal win another Premier League. We finished above Man City, which is weirdly a nice thing to see, but you would expect... Oh, West Ham got relegated. All right, that makes things seem a little bit better. West Ham, Millwall's biggest rivals, get relegated. Sheffield Wednesday win the FA Cup. We went out to Arsenal on penalties. Villa win the Carabao Cup. I don't even know why I bothered checking anymore. The Champions League goes to Bayern Munich. We end up finishing 4th in Europa League phase play. We were behind Genk when undefeated. Nice, Frankfurt, then Milwall. So I'm feeling good about that. We skip the playoffs into the round of 16 and we absolutely destroy Malmo 6-1. Quarterfinals, we scrape past Hoffenheim. We are into the final 4. We are into the final, beating Genk 8-3 on aggregate. We are versing 2nd place Nice. If we win this, if we manifest Europa League glory, we head to the Champions League. We are going to win the Europa League with Milwall. Come on, lads. We stink it up in the Premier League, but we have put all of our eggs into the Europa League basket. Get in there. The 2-year plan's still alive. Coming off from that, Real Sociedad winning the Conference League. Oh my God. Yildiz to a 90, bro. I'm pumped. Yildiz to a 90. Pepe to an 87. Diarra. Where has this been hiding, mate? Diarra, 20 goals, 6 assists, and then 29 goal contributions for our captain, Alfie Devine. Oh, absolutely beautiful, fellas. We may need to put some money into a new right midfielder next year, though. Romain SA, only up +1. It's all right growth, but again, compared to the rest of the side, we need high 80 rated players. Regardless, Champions League bound by unique circumstances heading into season 6. Bring it on. Mate, imagine winning the Europa League and you only get £29 million in your budget. We have been stitched up in this video with some of our budget allowances, which means we're going to have to sell Roman SA. In an ideal world, I would have been able to keep him as a backup, but we need to cash in. We need the money. We need the upgrade if we're going to win a Champions League in Season 6. The Englishman leaving the club for the 2nd time, heading to RB Leipzig. Going straight in, getting his upgrade. We are staying in the Premier League to get the upgrade, but this is a huge one. Very happy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Italian midfielder Wilfried Noto to the club. We have signed him from Leeds United and we have paid £50 million on the dot to do so. And with a little bit of money we have left over, I'm going to sign Tom Yorpenda as a backup centre midfielder. I had to stop here though because we have got an early season opportunity at some silverware, the UEFA Super Cup. This is going to be a good litmus test as we face Bayern Munich. Can our 2 German defenders step up against Bayern Munich? They do! It is actually Koenig! Koenig is going to score what is the winner. We come from behind and we are going to beat Bayern Munich in the UEFA Super Cup. What a brilliant start to the season. Come on. But here we are out of the transfer window. Had a little bit of growth since that Bayern Munich game. And I'm hoping our initial goal of a Season 6 Champions League can come to fruition. The starting 11 is looking insane. The bench is starting to slowly get there. Let's go see what our first Champions League phase is looking like. We're going to start off against Ajax, then we're away against Napoli in October, and we host Nice. Inter Milan away, definitely the toughest game so far. Then we've got Monaco. All these games are games that are going to be tough, but games I think we can win. Away in Ukraine against Dynamo Kiev, away in Germany against Borussia Mönchengladbach, and we're going to finish in January hosting Benfica. This is there are no easy opponents, but I would say Inter Milan are the only one that are a juggernaut. I'm hopeful, lads. I'm hopeful. Let's cross those fingers. That is what we want to see. Automatically into the round of 16 of the Champions League. Only 2 losses. We finish 5th here. Leverkusen and Madrid go undefeated, but we get to skip the playoffs, and now we wait to see who we're going to face. 15 games remain in the Premier League, though. We're here on the 1st of February, and we are in the title race, ladies and gentlemen. 3 points away from Manchester City. A nice little head start on Aston Villa. We're in a good position with the Champions League. 7 points clear, but still not super comfortable. Only 3 losses all year. Let's bring it home strong in the last 15. Okay, it's going to be a replay of the UEFA Super Cup. Hopefully Bayern Munich aren't trying to get revenge. It's Bayern Munich versus Milwall here in the round of 16. We couldn't get Valencia or we couldn't get Salzburg. Nah, we're going to get Bayern Munich. Cheers. Let's see what we're made of, fellas. Come on, Milwall. First leg away at the Allianz Arena. And we take a 2-1 advantage. Ricardo Pepi, a brace. 2-1 up as we come back to the Den. At the Den, coming to South London. Get the job done, fellas. Get the job done and get ourselves into the quarterfinals. Ruin Bayern Munich's year, which is what we do. No! Alfie Devine, our captain, with an injury. Please do not be a serious one. Okay, dead leg injury. God damn, they made it so dramatic for what? 6 days, Alfie's fine. We're going to have to do it the hard way. Inter Milan. How'd we go against them in league phase play? Okay, we beat them as well. We got the wood over Bayern Munich, beat them. Got the wood over Inter Milan. Let's see if we can beat them. No Diarra for the first leg at the San Siro, though. He is suspended. Your Pender, glad I signed him in the summer because he's coming into the starting 11. We're taking on Inter Milan at the San Siro, and it is going to be a 2-2 draw. I'm frustrated, though, because that late goal to Aslani, we could have had the lead going back to the Den, but instead it's all tied up. Back to full strength. Diarra is in. We are at the Den. A spot in the semifinals on the line. Finish the job, lads. Get the job done. Get us to the final 4. We do it with ease. 4-1. That's what we want. Yildiz, Nodo, Pepi. That is brilliant. 6-3 aggregate victory over Inter Milan. Nothing better than a demolition job. Semi-final drawn by Leverkusen. At the time I'm recording, literally like an hour ago, I got the notification on my phone that Xabi Alonso is confirming he's leaving the Bayern Arena at the end of the season. So fitting that we draw them here in the semi-final. Arsenal 2-0 up against Real Madrid. I'm hoping we can have an all-London Champions League final. Let's do our part. And you know what coming up against Bayern Munich means? We get to come up against our former striker, Mark Gui, who's gone up to a bloody 93 overall. He's 93 overall. Bayern Munich made the right move signing him from us. We probably made the wrong move selling him. I'm hoping Ricardo Pepi can prove to us, Jared, you made the right call, mate. Let's get in here. First leg at the Bayern Arena against a very good Leverkusen side, and it is a draw, and you know what? I'll honestly take that. Mark Gui scored against us very early, but we have equalized, and it is all tied up heading back to the Den. Tonight is the night where we need our fans to live up to the title of England's most violent club. I want the Milwall fans throwing bricks at the Leverkusen team bus, letting off fireworks outside of the team hotel, causing a borderline riot here as they try to get into the Den. Get ourselves into a Champions League final. Fucking get in there! Vandenberg is going to score the goal in extra time. Scenes at the Den. Milwall are heading to a Champions League final. Come on. Mark Gui, you are not that guy. Arsenal did not bottle their second leg against Real Madrid, which means we are going to have an all-London Champions League final. North London, South London, Milwall, Arsenal. A look around the grounds, Juventus win the Europa League. Meanwhile, the Conference League goes to Stuttgart. We unfortunately fall short to Manchester City. Second in the league though, which means we are going to be playing Champions League football again next season. A great year for us here at the Den. Relegation-wise, Man United in 11th, Spurs 13th, but it is Burnley, Bournemouth, Hull. Newcastle almost going down, which is big. Man City beat Crystal Palace to win the FA Cup. We did go out to Man City in the quarterfinals. I never thought I'd see the day. We have been so bad in the Carabao Cup this entire video, but we've won it here in season number 6. We have won the Carabao Cup with Milwall. Took down Spurs in the semi-final. West Ham in the quarters. Come on now. We win in the Carabao Cup. That is beautiful. Ricardo Pepi, our American superstar. 47 goal contributions to him up top. Can he add a Champions League title to his resume? Alfie Devine, what a player he has been, and what a first year here for Wilfred Noto. Our team is unbloody believable. But is it unbelievable enough to win a Champions League? Let's go do it with England's most violent club. Pepe. I saw that in front. Noto, go early. Go early. Oh, big tackle, Canade. Go on. Just drawing and passing here. A little wide there from Devine. I wanted him more central. I want to get a little 1-2 going here. Pepe. Go back to Pepe now. Ricardo Pepe. Trying to steal his way through. We got through. I should have gone a little further. I got to stay focused. Timber. What's going on in the box there? Do not allow Arsenal an opportunity. Ball roll. Good defense from Vandenberg. Fielders drilling that one. No, Timber's on no man's land. I'm just going to keep going here. Shooting it. What's going on there? Erdegaard going for a long shot. Let's chill. Oh, we've beaten out. Timber's having a stinker today. Noto's got him. I just have to back Noto here. Just hit it across. Noto hits the post. Oh, he just keeps terrorizing Timber. It's going to work one time. Well done to keep that alive. Please be onside. Alfie. Oh, it's still on. Pepe. Come on! I thought I stuffed that twice there. I should have gone with Devine probably twice, but it's worked out regardless. Ricardo Pepe, the sharpshooter from America, is going to bang us into the lead. But right there, I should have hit it the first time. That was a low percentage look from me, but it works out. The American sniper giving us the lead. Oh, Pepe, make it 2. Oh, that fat deflection. Arsenal have offered nothing in this second half. Don't let them start now. They play it in behind. They square it, just clear it. Oh my God, we got so lucky with that bad pass back. No, I've just held down square to clear it. Now we've given them another opportunity. Yes, come on, Koenig. Just run it to the corner. Holy hell, I thought we were going to gift Arsenal opportunity there, but we have not. We have done it with Milwall. Alfie Devine was an absolute stud for us in this rebuild. So happy we got him from Tottenham. He gets Tottenham's former rival a Champions League L and gets Milwall a Champions League victory. We have successfully rebuilt England's most violent club. Lads, if you enjoyed this rebuild, make sure you click here and click here to watch me rebuild England's most hated team.